and was hoping that my recommendations be taken into consideration. But as you also know, on Monday, citing that the price of the DPWH projects has not been decreased, I voted against the 2026 General Appropriations Bill because, again, I've wanted these changes to be made during the deliberations in the House. When I saw that they were not made, I voted against. And now I am here to share more in hopes na pwedeng ayusin pa ang 2026 budget. It is not too late to fix the 2026 budget. Oh, actually yun, yung may contractor mismo sa team, I just heard about it a few days ago. But the speculation that they're talking to contractors, that they're going after the contractors from the time of Secretary Bonoan, but will be replacing them with favored contractors of their own. I think in Philippine culture, that's normal. And in fact, surprising that it hasn't been brought out yet. Because that would be the logical expectation, given the serious problems of our system. Again, Secretary Dizon has been regarded as a reformer, and he's done a much better job, of course, than than the one he replaced. But that again, I think because of the public temperature right now, no one should be beyond scrutiny. So I think it's only fair that we give Secretary Dizon the chance to be transparent and disclose if there's any truth to what we've heard. I think it would be good to ask members of Congress what they know, because I am one out of 317. I'm sure there's many more in the 317 that know more. So I think it will be good for our country if we just all be transparent now about what we know.
Next question po is Krisha Subing-Subing of Inquirer.net.
Kong, hello po. Kong, sorry. Andito ka na rin lang naman po, but can you name who was it that you heard ay contractor or has connections to contractors?
Aminin ko na, yung mga tao na kinakausap ko, worried na yung sinasabi nila sa akin, sasabihin ko sa press briefing. Kaya, ironically, yung kaharap nyo ngayon, hindi yung pinakamaraming alam. Kasi yung mga maraming alam, hindi nagpa-press briefing. Pero I'm hoping that by bringing this out, and again, giving Secretary Dizon the chance to respond, that the truth will come out.
If you can't name, siguro sir,
So talagang pinipiga ko na ayaw sabihin eh. No, yung sino yung contractor. Pero sino yung kumakausap sa mga contractors? Let me just say this. It is not surprising, I think, that to say that may mga kilala silang contractor. I mean, all of us know people who are in so many fields, right? So it should not be a surprise to say that. But so I think it's fair to say lahat naman ng mga tao sa DPWH, maraming mga kilalang contractor, di ba? So like now, we're being called on to disclose our SALNs. Kung DPWH official ka, you should disclose yung mga kilala mong mga contractor at paano mo sila kilala. Pero yung pinaka hard evidence dyan, kung meron kang interest sa kumpanya na nangongontrato sa DPWH.
Kong, if you can't name names, how high up in the DPWH organization?
Reporting to Secretary Dizon daw.
So sa Office of the Secretary?
You're saying USEC co-contractor.
Again, if I knew, I would say it now.
So, ano
But,
po yung ano po ba, like, what can you say to us na lang po? Na, you know, at least may makuha kaming information about what you're
appointee
saying.
of Secretary Dizon. Actually, I was told it's not just one. So, I was told that appointees of Secretary Dizon are contractors. Uh, Hindi. Member of Congress. I mean, actually,
Anong basis
kung
nun?
sino ang kausap ko, 50 pa silang mas maraming alam. Hindi nga expert sa DPWH yung kausap ko eh. Kaya, a lot of people in this house know more than me. I'm just the one in front of you right now. So, by bringing this out, I hope that a lot more information will come out in the coming days on who the DPWH appointees are that are contractors. And again, you should already assume that they know contractors, right? So that's not really news. But they should disclose who they know and how they know them, and if they've talked to them since they were appointed to the DPWH.
Next question po is Vivian Gulya of ABS-CBN News.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, how credible is this information of yours? Meron po bang proof na inoffer yung mga nagsasabi po nito for you to believe it?
So that this practice was done in the time of Secretary Bonoan has already been attested to in the hearings and
No.
substantiated by my Viber messages. And I would add,
This connection ng contractors or mga contractors sa team ni Sec Dizon, ano po yung proof na inoffer sa inyo para ano po to make it seem credible?
okay, I'm saying this now because I think it's credible. And in fact, I was told it's multiple. So even if it's just one of the multiple, then we've already proven the point. I trust the information that I received.
So verbal lang po ito na kinuwento sa inyo.
Well, if someone is indeed a contractor, then there will be some evidence that will attest that they are a contractor.
But it was not presented to you.
It was not presented to me, but I was also told by another source that another one of Secretary Dizon's appointees has been asking requests from contractors already. So again, it's more verbal, but from multiple sources.
Thank you.
But okay, what else can I attest? That he was asked to share information that he said he would share, that he has not shared, and that information is readily available to share. So again, I'm just trying to weave together these different data points to say, what are we trying to hide?
Sir, are you in talks with, Secretary Dizon na nakakausap mo ba siya?
Yes, actually,
Anong sabi po niya dito sa mga requests po ninyo? Yung, kumbaga parang ang lumalabas is you're challenging him to disclose everything that he knows. Ano po ba? Mayroon po ba siyang reply man lang sa inyo?
well, I wrote an open letter last Monday, which we have not received direct reply to, but the press conference he gave last Friday, I believe, responded to some points, including the lowering of the prices. And again, I would like to thank Secretary Dizon for being a true reformer insofar as he has committed to lower the prices to some extent. We look forward to see by what extent he lowers them. He said in our September 17 budget hearing, where my exchange with him was recorded, that he will lower it by at least 10%. But I think it can be lowered by more. Up to 25, I would say, is reasonable. But if somewhere in between 10 to 25, that will be good. And again, whatever allegations there are, if he lowers them by 25%, he's proving that he's not getting any kickbacks. But I have not talked to Secretary Dizon about his connection with contractors, of course. But I would just confide that every congressman's motive for a DPWH budget hearing is for their district, right? So for my part, I would say I'm saying these things because I want the best for my district. But I also want the best for the whole country and other districts. Because if we lower prices and end corruption, the savings can be shared with all districts.
Sir, sorry, habol ko lang. If you have comment dito sa pag-livestream ng BICAM, will this address yung mga doubts?
No,
that-
because I think that Congress and Senate are the focus of scrutiny on the DPWH budget. And what I'm saying is the NEP is full of insertions of contractors and other sponsors. And the DPWH Office of the Secretary can bear all of this information. So whatever you see in the floor of Congress and Senate is only the tip of the iceberg. The iceberg is in the office of the DPWH Secretary. Gawa na yung budget eh. In fact, lalong kailangang amendahan ng budget. Dahil lumalabas nga sa mga committee hearings after the budget was devised na may ganito palang mga katiwalian sa paggawa ng budget. So in fact, it's wrong to say that we should not have congressional insertions in the budget. Because if the original NEP has these alleged contractor-sponsored projects, then if we want to reduce corruption, first of all, we lower prices across the board, and then we take out the contractor-sponsored projects and put in the projects that are really needed by our districts, which, again, I'm just being transparent. In my district's case, what we need is classrooms, because I'm advocating for budget based on population, because we have double, triple, quadruple the population of other districts, and if we're only getting the same budget as an average district, then kawawa naman yung mga bata sa aking distrito na kailangan na makipagsiksikan dahil kulang ang budgets na binibigay sa mga malalaking distrito.
Next question po, Lianette Escapante of GMA News Online.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, since you mentioned these are appointees of Secretary Dizon, would you say na nagkulang rin siya sa due diligence in vetting these appointees?
Actually, you can background check on Google the new appointees in the DPWH and find that there have been allegations of corruption to them in the past. So I think you can do your own research, and it's a bit surprising in the media that this hasn't been questioned yet, because I think our country right now is in need of hope. And we have seen in Secretary Dizon a possible transfer reform in the DPWH. He will truly be a hero if after this press briefing, he will be the one to come clean on all of the connections to contractors of the new appointees in DPWH, and all the times he's been offered, or they have been offered kickbacks, and to lower prices and commit to end kickbacks in DPWH.
Sir, follow-up lang po. So, Secretary Dizon is aware that members of his team are...
Okay po. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Basta, sir, ang gusto ko, transparency and equitable allocation ng budget ng DPWH. Ayokong paboran lang ang aking distrito. Gusto ko wala ng korupsyon sa buong bansa. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Basta, sir, pag may savings, sana po, matulungan natin ang buong bansa pag may savings, pag bawasan natin ang presyo sa DPWH.